RTV-X ready for an oil change? Well, don't worry. One of us is here to help. I'm Matt West. I've got gloves and glasses on and I have no idea what I'm doing, but he does. Taylor from Kubota is going to take us through every single step of the process for an oil change and changing out that filter. What do we do first?
Well, first, Matt, we want to make sure that we've got this machine on a nice level surface.
Okay.
And we've got our parking brake set. We've got both skid plates off in this scenario. Typically, you would just remove the rear skid plate, but I just want to be sure and get a good look under the machine while I'm down there.
Okay.
So I just went ahead and took both off.
Okay.
The other thing that I want to note is we do have our bed raised for this for easy access from the top, which will be where we replace our filter and fill our engine oil. And I also want to mention that we do have the safety support installed as well.
Safety support, safety first. Obviously, mention the gloves and glasses, so we're ready to go, right?
Yep.
Okay, now that everything is prepared, we're ready to go to work.
Let's get to it.
Let's do this.
I've already got a pig mat down here for me that I'm going to be placing that on just to catch any potential spillage.
Okay.
Sweet, thank you, sir. And with this, I'm just placing it directly under our drain plug where I suspect the oil will be drained.
Okay.
All right, so I'm just gonna bust this loose with the wrench here. And then from there, when it's loose, just gonna go the rest of the way with my hand.
Okay, it doesn't look like you had to apply a lot of pressure to that.
No, so generally speaking, it shouldn't be too tight because we wanna make sure we don't over tighten this when we reinstall.
Okay.
There is a copper sealing washer. And boom. So we're looking at a pretty decent flow here, and essentially to know when we need to reinstall the drain plug, we're waiting for this stream to slow down almost to where it's just a couple drops now. All right, so I like the stream that we've got going here. It's quite slow enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this sealing surface.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pop this drain plug back in. So here, I'm just gonna get it started with my hand, get it snug, and then we'll come back and torque this up later.
Okay.
As I'm coming up, I am gonna move this drain pan over a little bit just to get it directly under our oil filter, because that's gonna be our next step, man.
Okay.
All right. Cool, perfect. So we've got our old engine oil drained out. Let's go and remove this old filter.
Okay, so I noticed obviously you backed up and then are going in from the top.
Correct. So the access down below is there. You're just not going to be able to get the actual filter out. So I do recommend going from the top to remove the filter.
Okay.
And all I'm doing here is I'm really just kind of breaking this original filter loose.
Okay.
And then I'll be able to get it the rest of the way with my hand once we've got it loose. And we are there. And like I mentioned before, the pig mat off to the side to catch any potential spillage. All right, so got our old filter out, Matt. I'm gonna place this down on the drain pan upside down and let it drain out the rest of the way. Okay. If you wanna go ahead and grab the new filter for me.
Okay, but I'm not just gonna grab this new filter. There's actually some prep work that goes into this as well, right?
Yep, so it looks like you're on the right track there. We do wanna just grab some of that new oil, place a nice oil film on the sealing surface of our new oil filter.
Is that enough?
Yes, that's perfect, you nailed it. All right, so with this new filter, I'm just gonna get it started by hand. And then once it's started, I'm gonna finish tightening it by hand too.
Wait, so you're gonna do all of this by hand, no tools whatsoever?
You're exactly right.
And that's gonna be tight enough?
It is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get it to where the seal mates to the sealing surface on the engine. Once we feel that connection point, then we're gonna go half turn from there, and that's all we need.
Just another half turn, and that's not gonna be loose?
No, sir. So trust the engineering here. That seal is gonna do its job and not allow any leaks.
Okay, speaking of that, I did notice that we actually used a Kubota filter.
We did. So we always want to use Kubota Genuine parts when replacing any maintenance items.
All right, so are we now ready for the new oil?
We are, Matt. So we've got the old engine oil out, old filter off, new filter on. Let's get some new oil in this thing.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. All right, Matt, so our fill cap's gonna be right here situated directly behind the seat.
Easy to find.
Of course. Kubota definitely did their due diligence on making this easy for the customer.
Yeah, I can't get over the accessibility for everything when it comes to maintenance and keeping these things running as efficiently as they need to be.
Right, you're exactly right. In this particular instance, this engine does take around 4 quarts of, we're using 10W30 here,
Okay.
but we always want to recommend to reference your operator's manual for the exact lubricant and quantity that we want to use.
Okay.
So we've got 4 quarts in there. Let's go ahead and pop this funnel out. I'll put the cap back on.
Okay.
And we'll check our engine oil level. So what we're gonna do here is I am gonna pull the dipstick, but before we even try to read it, we wanna wipe that clean.
Okay.
Just so we get a new accurate reading of what our engine oil level is.
What are we looking for?
Okay, so on our dipstick, we've got 2 hash marks. We want our oil level to be right at that upper hash mark.
Okay.
And it looks pretty good to me. Matt, can you see that?
I can see that. Looks good.
All right. So we've got our old oil out, new filter on, new oil in at the proper level. Just like that.
That was easy enough and
Not too bad.
very quick, actually.
Yes, it was. It was. That is, that pretty much wraps it up. I guess for the final checks, I always like to go under the machine and make sure we don't have any leaks and make sure everything is reinstalled properly.
All right, so we double checked that everything is sealed properly, everything is clean, but why do I feel like I'm missing something?
Because we did miss something, Matt.
What's that?
So we always want to make sure we're disposing of the oil and filters properly.
I knew it.
So this is going to look like any sort of recycling facility or auto parts store will accept that oil and they will recycle it as needed.
And then when we're done with that, we're done with our oil change.
You're exactly right.
It was that simple. If you have any questions, make sure you consult your local Kubota dealer or check out that operator's manual.